Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am going to share with you today the second video in my drugstore review series. First one I did was on drugstore face palettes, and today I wanted to do a video on drugstore liquid lipsticks. I am back in my weekend sweatshirt. My sister told me I need to start wearing nicer clothes in my videos, but it's a weekend and I want to be comfy and I'm in my sweatshirt. Yes, we'll just get right into it. Thank you guys so much for watching and please enjoy this video. So I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just gonna start with whatever I kind of grab first. I will start though with all of my matte, like classic matte liquid lipsticks. I tried to purchase at least 3 of every type. Obviously there might be variations between different shades, like some may be slightly different in formula than others, but I tried to get 3 per brand so I can sort of see the consistency between the different colors. First look at lipsticks I want to review for you guys are the Milani Amore Matte Lip Creams. I feel like these were some of the first actual liquid lipsticks to hit the drugstores. I have the dark brown one in the shade Covet, neutral warm nude in the shade Loved, bright red in the shade Amore. The pigmentation on these is really good. It doesn't look streaky or patchy or anything when you apply it. At least none of these colors do. They apply as a thin liquid coat and then they dry down matte. They actually do transfer, and when you kiss the back of your hand, you are going to see some color transfer. What I don't like is the wear time and how they feel on my lips. I don't think these last as long as some of the other ones I'm going to share with you today. They do last through a meal, but it starts wearing away in the middle of your lips. They kind of wear out really ugly on your lips as well. It's not like a nice fade. You can just see it like crumbling off. And the other thing I don't like about them is that they are very drying, at least on my lips. And I usually don't notice things being super drying on my lips. I can pretty much take a lot of drying lipsticks, but these ones are especially drying. In the fall and the winter, I really could not wear them because it would just crack my lips and my lips would be super sore and chapped and cracked the next day. You get 6 grams of product in here, and I think they're around $10. They also smell really sweet like cake. So those are my thoughts on the Milani ones. These are the Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipsticks. The shades that I have are Coral Corruption. The one I'm wearing on my lips right now is Give Me Mocha, and then I also have this one in Nudist Peach. I actually really like these. The reason I like these ones better than the Milani ones is because of the way they feel on my lips. They do have really good staying power, like definitely through an entire workday, and they do last through a meal. It doesn't kind of leave that crack like on the inside of your lip where you can't see the lipstick anymore, whereas the Milani one was really obvious that your lipstick has worn off, and these don't crumble at all. They are drying, but they don't feel dry and uncomfortable on my lips. They do have a really liquid feel to them, and they won't transfer. They don't transfer at all. These ones are completely matte. No color comes off on your fingers. These ones have 6 grams of product, just like the Milani ones were, but they're cheaper. I think these are around $8, $8 or $9. The only thing I don't like about these ones, where I think the Milani ones are actually better, is the pigmentation. When you first apply them, they actually apply very streaky onto your lips, and I actually have to dip back into the product, whereas these ones I can just dip once and I have enough color to do my entire lip. So these ones are a little bit streaky when you first apply them, and they do take a couple layers, but once you layer it up, it doesn't look streaky at all and it dries really nicely. It's just that initial application where it looks pretty streaky. They don't smell like anything, which is nice. I forgot to mention the wand on these and the Milani ones. It is a doe foot applicator, but it kind of has a dip in it, which is supposed to, I guess, cradle your lips. The Milani ones are sort of just a flat doe foot applicator, no dip at all, and it's a little bit bigger as well. So next up I have the LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Gloss. These are basically LA Girl's version of a liquid lipstick. I actually only have 2 of these ones. This one is in the shade Fleur and this is in the shade Rebel. So out of all of the liquid lipsticks I'm sharing with you today, in my opinion, these ones have the best staying power. And really the only reason why I like something like the Wet n Wild ones more than these ones is because these ones are a little bit more dry. I feel like they're not as dry as the Milani ones, and they don't fade weird by the end of the day. It's not as crumbly as those ones either. They feel kind of like sticky on your lips when you apply them. It takes a while for that to go away. It doesn't like just take a minute or something. It kind of stays sticky like that for quite a long time. And when you go like this, your lips kind of stick together. But that being said, even though they're kind of sticky like that, they don't transfer when you do the kiss test. Pigmentation wise, these are really, really good. I don't experience any streakiness or patchiness with Fleur. Rebel, on the other hand, it is a little bit streaky and it does take like at least 2 layers. The applicator is not my favorite. It's a very thin, long wand. It is a little bit difficult to maneuver and it is a little bit stiff as well. But these are definitely the longest lasting. They are so tough to remove at the end of the day. You really gotta like scrub your lips with makeup remover to get these off. You get 5 grams, so a little bit less, and I think these are like $5.99 or $4.99. Next up are the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I have 6 shades, but I just wanted to share 3 with you. This is in From Dusk to Dawn, this is in Seduction, and this is in Scandalous. They have such a wide range of nude and neutral shades, but then you get these really cool deeper tones as well. These only come with 4 milliliters. The price is about $10, so it's they're definitely the most expensive out of all of the drugstore liquid lipsticks I'm sharing with you. I think this is a really nice formula. It's very liquidy and they dry down completely matte. From what I remember, I don't think these transfer. They last the shortest out of the other ones I've shared with you today. Even though they don't last, they just fade really nicely. And I think it might be the colors I selected. Don't feel dry on my lips at all. They are kind of streaky. I find they swatch really bad, but if you do 2 thin layers, you can kind of get rid of the streakiness. I usually just do 1 layer and it's fine. It doesn't look as streaky on your lips as it does in a swatch. The wand on these is really similar. Actually, it's like identical to the LA Girl ones. It's very long and thin. It is pretty stiff as well. So not the greatest wand. I find it hard to apply these. The Wet n Wild wand is probably my favorite wand. I do really like these and I think they're a great option from the drugstore. Okay, I have about like 5 minutes before my camera dies and I keep looking at the viewfinder because I see that blinking thing where the battery is just almost done. So I wanna squeeze the last 2 products into kind of one category because they are not your typical liquid lipstick, but that's only because they're not matte. And I actually really, really like the formula of both of these products. I think they are really cool and innovative. And I don't always like wearing a matte lip, so I did want to include these in this video because I think they're really great options if you don't want to wear a matte lipstick, but you like the idea of a liquid lipstick, if that makes sense. These next 2 products that I want to share with you are probably my favorite formula at the drugstore for lipsticks, period. These are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. I have Bare Attraction, which is a nice peachy nude, and then Nude Allude, which is just a warmer nude shade. It obviously does not dry down matte. I know it's called a Pro Matte Gloss, but I don't think it was meant to be completely matte. I think it was meant to be a satin finish, like a combination of matte and gloss. It doesn't feel drying on your lips at all. I don't find that it lasts any less than the other products I've shown you today, except for maybe the LA Girl. And they fade nicely and they wear nicely. They don't give you that butthole lip thingy. The only downside I would say to this product is you probably want to apply a lip liner or some kind of like lip lock pencil, like one that will be anti-feathering, because they are so creamy that I feel like they can get everywhere, especially if you get one of the darker shades. They do smell kind of like really sweet and like, I don't know, flowery or perfumey. I'm not such a fan of the smell. The pigmentation is great. I also really love the wand on this product. It's a triangle doe foot applicator with a slight bend to it. Makes it so easy to apply. It is pretty flexible as well. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it does bend a little bit, which also makes it very easy to apply versus a very stiff, flat applicator. Plus, it picks up so much product that you don't have to keep dipping into it. So just overall, a great product and a great option from the drugstore. And the last liquid lipstick I want to share with you is pretty similar to these L'Oreal ones because it's not your typical liquid lipstick. It doesn't dry down matte and it has more of a satin finish. And these are the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colors. And the shades I have are Forever, Devotion, which is a nice pinky color, perfect for spring. And I also have Addiction. So these ones I definitely don't like as much as these. I think the pigmentation is a little bit worse on these. They are slightly more streaky. They don't quite last as long as the L'Oreal ones. They do last a pretty decent amount of time, like your typical satin lipstick would last, and they feel very comfortable. They do smell a little bit too sweet for me. And the wand is sort of like the Milani one, a little bit more fluffy, I think. Definitely work with them. I don't think they're a horrible product. I know some people really don't like these and some people really do. So I think it's all personal preference. If you're okay with having a more sheer but comfortable liquid lipstick, I think these are a great option. This comes with 5.9 milliliters and the L'Oreal one comes with 6.3 milliliters. I think this one is better. I definitely prefer these ones over these, but these are not bad by any means. So I gotta wrap this up. I'm getting the warning sign that my camera's about to die. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing these reviews and comparisons between all the liquid lipsticks that I've been testing out from the drugstore. My favorites are definitely the Wet n Wild and the NYX Lingerie ones, and then my favorite like non-matte liquid lipstick is the L'Oreal ones. It's pretty much just what you prefer to have on your lips. If you don't mind them being drying, or if you're only gonna wear them for a short period of time, then you might have different opinions on these. But those are my thoughts, and I hope you guys found it helpful. I want to keep doing videos in this series. I think the next thing I'm going to do is setting sprays or sponges. I also want to do primers, and I've been testing out primers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!